good afternoon to Business Insight. I'm very pleased to welcome today Mr. Hughes, CEO from TopCoder and Vice President of Sales from TopCoder as well. TopCoder is a successful software development company which solves software problems via crowdsourcing. TopCoder was founded in 2002, but the future is quite uncertain. Referring to Mr. Hughes, you earlier told in an interview that you're not sure how growth both in demand for softwares and as well for software developers is possible. But referring to Mr. Morris, allow myself to quote you here, you think it's possible because you said if sales grow at a linear rate, membership grows at an exponential rate, the supply of community members is not going to limit growth. If you throw enough money out there, you will get enough programmers. So, Mr. Morris, what takes you to this quite positive assumption?
Yes, I believe that the supply of community will be there if you provide a good enough incentive for them. But in order for us to increase the numbers of members we have, first we need to increase the demand side, which is possible through strategic partnerships. By having strategic partnerships with other companies, we'll be able to create a greater brand recognition and trust not only amongst our clients but as well as our suppliers. Next, by having strategic partnerships, we'll be sharing certain knowledge and know-hows with other companies and theirs as well, and this will lead us to have an increase in portfolio of programming languages as well as existing source codes. Not only that, we will also be able to have larger pool of talents as we are combining two communities into one, and we also be able to attract exceptional people and use their talents as individuals or teams to further drive the organization. Not only that, TopCoder, by having a strategic partnership, will be able to compete against larger firms such as Accenture and Deloitte, and this will certainly level our playing field and allow us to get a greater access to capital, and so that we can allow ourselves to run bigger scale projects. Furthermore, by having strategic partnerships, TopCoder would also have less competition and better market position as we are partnering with all competitors or competitors as a whole, such as co-opetition, which is to increase the awareness of the industry as a whole. By doing this, TopCoder will gain access to larger and higher profile customers all around the world.
Oh, wow, yeah, I see your point. But from what I know, relationships are quite complex in such a big company. Because if you think about the profit split or as well sharing of intellectual property, so Mr. Hughes, if I can ask you here, are these worries you share with me, or do you agree with Mr. Morris?
Well, partly I'd say I agree, but Mr. Morris sometimes forgets just about basic challenges we have when we are developing software on a collaborative basis. First thing that has to be mentioned is that the bigger the crowd gets, the harder it will be to manage the crowd, especially when we're lacking in cohesiveness with our company and in a shared culture in between in the crowd. Secondly, as you had mentioned, the problem of the protection of the intellectual property. Intellectual property is an issue in our company. We're trying to give a maximum protection. On the other hand, the crowd is working best when the knowledge and the ideas can be shared and reused, recombined. Therefore, we get the outcome we can get through crowdsourcing. It becomes problematic when organizations don't trust in the protection of their intellectual property. For example, they are ordering some software and hesitate to give us all the specifications we need, just because they are afraid that somebody in the cloud might use their intellectual property. And in addition, some developers might hesitate to participate with all their skills and knowledge just for the same reasons that their intellectual property might not be protected in a well way. And last but not least, a big challenge is retention. From our experience, we don't have a huge loyalty in the crowd, so this is kind of questionable. And in addition, it's always kind of hard to encourage the people to really participate in our tasks. Even though you suggest we just throw money in it, people have other reasons why they are on TopCoder actually.
Yeah, this sounds very challenging, I think. But like you said now about the community, Mr. Morris, don't you think that the community could use more effectively, or maybe do you have some ideas what you could do?
Okay, I understand that there may be some uncertainties and challenges that TopCoder might face, but we can certainly overcome this by having an extensive stance on growth as well as using the community effectively. So, in order for the community to be used effectively, TopCoder should use our monetary incentives properly. So this could be done by largely externalizing on the financial incentives mechanism to stimulate the enthusiasm of participants. This could be done by increasing the money reward or by having more sponsors such as the TopCoder Open, which is our tournament. So as research shows also that monetary reward will act as a strong determinant for participants' performance in contests. So another way TopCoder could effectively grow and use the community is by using the rating system well. So this is because the rating system acts as a good indicator of programming skills, where programmers with high ranking can signal their capability to potential employers, and this therefore resulting in better job prospects for the programmers themselves. And by having this rating system, it will lead to enhancement of participation effort as well as to help grow the community. Not only that, the peer review system is also an important aspect. This helps programmers to gain peer recognition, not only from the sponsors, but as well from the contestants in the community. And this will further motivate them to carry on participating in contests. And in this system, both the reviewers and submitters will learn from this peer review system through either lively discussions or feedback from more experienced participants, and which will lead to higher quality output as well as improved skills. Finally, TopCoders should also encourage the use of their platform forums, which could be done by making it more user-friendly. And not only that, this platform forum builds a sense of virtual community where participants can increase their identification with the platform, and resulting in higher engagement and participation of the users. And this will enhance the perceived enjoyment and fun among the community members, as well as increase the quality and the number of participants.
Yeah, I see. These aspects appear really promising, but I'm now a little bit concerned about the coordination of such a big crowd. And as well, Mr. Hughes, are you sure that you can maintain TopCoder's quality on such a high level if you have such a big community?
Well, that's one of my major concerns as well. Quality assurance is a very hard and challenging topic. We always have to track the right developers for certain tasks, but we can't always be sure that, for example, for a very complex task, the most highly ranked developer will take part in the contest. Therefore, if they don't, the quality of the development might really suffer. Furthermore, which is a very big issue with a bigger crowd and more contests, we have to decompose more tasks, which is a managing issue. It's not the crowd who is decomposing the software orders we are given by companies. It's the managers in our company who have to do that, and that's a key issue for the effectiveness of our organization. Furthermore, we observed some strategic behavior in the participation in certain contests, which means that highly ranked developers subscribe for the contest in a very early stage and therefore de-attract other participants, maybe not that highly ranked developers, so they just won't take part. We don't have the competition, and we might not have the right developer for the task. And yeah, as you said, quality assurance might get difficult.
Yeah, I see your points here. Mr. Morris, do you have some specific ideas how to overcome these issues?
Yes, I think the most important thing now that we have to do is to sustain our community and to grow it step by step. So we can do this by all the few points I said earlier, is just to increase our monetary reward, to further develop our profile and rating system, as well as our peer reviews, and also finally build a strong culture within the community that fits the company as a whole.
Yeah, I see you gave that all well thought. Maybe we should continue this back in the office. But I'd like to talk about that. Yeah, you really got it.
Thanks.
So we set up a meeting on Monday. Thank you, Mr. Reitel, that we could figure this out here finally.
Thank you, I'm very happy that you came today. Please, some applause for my guests. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow when I will have Jeff Basil here, CEO from Amazon. Thank you and goodbye. Okay, my first challenge was to understand the sentence from Morris, because I thought it's really hard, like what is linear growth, exponential growth. So at first I really had to read it for 20 times to understand what he meant.
Yeah, I found it quite challenging to keep all the arguments in the time that was set, and well, just to arrange a discussion which seems kind of natural. That was
Okay.
That's it.
Well, the time was certainly a big challenge that we have to face, but I think we did alright. I liked working with the group and we collaborated very well together.
The challenge of creating a video is we need to create a screenplay before the video, then we need to practice, rehearse. Compared to the formal presentation, there's more work.
Exactly.
Can you do that again?
Yeah, me.
I think it's pretty well done. We have quite a bit of teamwork, and I was in charge of the video recording, and yeah, the timing and the collaboration have to be done pretty well.
But then I think we figured it out quite well. I hope so, yeah.
Enough?
Yeah, I think we're good job.
We need to enhance participation, effort to grow the community. Oh, this is damn high.
It's still gone now.
Yeah. It will lead to enhance.
I only laughed because she laughed. And
It's okay. So I think when you come in
is
here...
the class gonna watch?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why
we're so scared.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.